After we have our roof plan figured out, we're ready to start working on our elevation drawings. So I have this tiny house floor plan and my roof plan over top of it. I'll give everybody this sheet, and on this sheet, I have a review of drawing the soffit, the fascia, and the roof pitch that you decide that you're going to use on your building. I also gave you what it would look like if we had a finished detail for the gable roof right over here. Up in the top left, we have a spot for your front elevation. And over on the right side of the page, we have a spot for your right side elevation. And when we do this building, we're going to treat this direction, looking in at the building from here, as my front elevation, and looking in from the right side as my right elevation. And we're just going to try and show what the building might look like if I stood in the front yard or the side yard. We're going to use this information from the floor plan to start to generate these. On the elevation sketches, I've given you a measurement that we used as a baseline measurement for elevation drawings. It's just marked with FF. That stands for finished floor. Finished floor. Finished floor. We'll measure down from there to the grade line. We'll measure up from there to the finished ceiling. We'll also measure up from there 6 feet 8 inches. 6 feet 8 inches is the common height of a standard door, and also where the tops of our windows will be placed. But we'll talk more about the door and window details after we get the roof on. So I've got this corner going up right here, 8 feet. That's the common height that we would use for these tiny houses. And that just represents this corner right over here on my floor plan sketch. Now you'll see it goes in 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet to where the corner of my building is. So I'm just going to measure in 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, and I'm going to draw in another line right there for the corner of my building. Now that corner just represents this corner right here. From there, I go over 18 feet to the next corner of the building that I would see. 18 feet. Now, when I put this gable roof on, I am going to measure back 4 feet, so I'm at the correct location for the gable roof, but I'll show you that next. Let me just get the far corner of the building in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 feet will be right here. That'll be the corner of the building. Now, my gable roof on the main part of the house doesn't go all the way out to that corner. It actually is back 4 feet. So I'm going to put a little dot at 4 feet that I'll get rid of later. That's what I would see looking in at this side of the building. That's what I would see looking in from this direction. Now, let's just put this gable roof on because I can see that gable roof from the front view. I won't be able to do these other ones until I do the side view, but I'm looking at the angle of the roof in this view, so that's where I'm going to put this in. Like we said, I'm going to add in a 12-inch soffit, 6-inch fascia, 12-inch soffit, 6-inch fascia, and from there, I'll add my roof pitch. Now this is where some people get confused, but here's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go over 2 feet, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I'm just going to put a 4 pitch roof on this, a 412. So I'm going to go up 2, 4. Now that's over 12 feet and up 4 feet. My roof's going to be lower than that because the building is smaller. If I sketch in that angled line, it goes right there. Now from this fascia, I'm going to go over 2, 4, or no, I'm sorry. I would have to draw this in. This I'll end up getting rid of. But this is where that gable roof goes from. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to go up 2, 4. And that's going to be the size of that gable roof on that building. This gable roof right here that's 14 feet wide is 14 feet wide on my sketch. So that's what that part will look like. Now let's just work on the side view so we can finish up this view right here. Looking at the building from this direction, from the right side, I have this kitchen offset where there'll be a wall, then it goes back 4 feet, and another wall that goes to the corner of the building. This is just 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet wide, and 2, 4, 6, 8 feet wide. So over here again, all I'm going to do is go over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10 feet. Put in that corner of the building, 2, 4, 6, 8 feet. Put in that corner of the building, and that's what it's going to look like when I look in from this direction. I see this corner, and this corner. The first corner, the middle corner, and the other corner. Now, I'm trying to get the height of this gable roof for my front elevation, so I'll just do the same thing that we just did before. Drawing a soffit, a fascia, soffit, fascia, go over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, up to 4. From here, I'll go over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, up to 4. You can see that that roof is much lower simply because it's much narrower. But what that gives me is the height of this ridge right here. Now I'm just going to project that over. If I take that height over to my front view, I end up with a roof plan that looks just like that. This one happens to be 10 feet, the same as this one, so the ridge height would be the exact same. And that's what that roof looks like on that building. This ridge is taller than these two. When I finish out that building in this view, it's just going to look like this. It's going to go up to this height. And look just like that. That would be the front view and the side view of this tiny house. Now this one, when we do it real neatly and it's all nice and neat, it ends up looking just like FASCIA, tiny house is going to look like. This one right here is extend them, develop them. They really give someone an idea. That's the roof that I just drew. That's after that one's detailed, but that's the sample that we just did right there when it's all finished up. That's what we're working on next, the roof plan and the elevation plans. Like I've said all the time, let me know if you need help with either of those. I'd be happy to help you get that taken care of. Please, 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 don't think I'm just going to do this later. Do this today and tomorrow in class. If you don't do it now and you're trying to work on it at home, it can be very confusing. So please ask me questions about your project so we can get these steps done, because next week we're going to open up CAD and start doing the CAD models of these.